Are you a pursuer or a withdrawer? I'm Lisa, Love and Marriage Guide, and this comes out of an attachment model. So pursuer behaviors tend to go along with a anxious style of attachment, and some pursuer behaviors are nagging, criticizing, blaming, problem finding. And withdrawer behaviors tend to come out of an avoidant attachment style, and they tend to be defensiveness, minimizing, walking away, deflecting, dismissing, and gaslighting. Now, I want you to know, and this can help with understanding each other, not taking things personally, not getting angry, and not feeling resentful to your partner. I want you to know that both of these ways of behaving or modes of behaving, they come from good places. So the pursuers are really looking for connection and emotional intimacy, or sometimes physical intimacy. And the withdrawers are really looking for peace. They just want everything to be okay. So both people have really good intentions. Now, I'm going to give you some substitute behaviors that you can try that will help you create a good cycle of communication in your relationship. What's happening right now, if you're doing these pursuer-withdrawer behaviors, is you're in a negative cycle, so nothing is going well. Like one partner will do one thing and then the other will react in that way, and you're not experiencing anything good. So when I tell you as a criticizer to substitute that with gratitude, and you're like, but things suck. They do suck because you're stuck in a negative cycle, but do you want to make them not suck? Then you have to do something different. Okay, so I'm going to actually start with the withdrawer behaviors because I think that a lot of people are looking for this to change their partner, but you have to also do your own work. Anyway, so the withdrawer behaviors are walking away, withdrawing, dismissing, minimizing, deflecting, and gaslighting. So if you are a withdrawer and you do these behaviors, I do some of these myself, then these are some substitute behaviors that you can do instead. Okay, so if you walk away, ask yourself, what emotion are you trying to walk away from? Now, I got this from personal experience because I do this all the time with my teenager. She will start talking to me and I will start walking away, and she'll say, "Why are you walking away?" And then I realize and I say to her, "Oh, I'm not walking away from you. I'm walking away from the emotion that is coming up in me." I recognized that when I was with her, and I was like, okay, I don't want to walk away from her because it's sometimes hard to engage her in the first place. So I want to be present for her. So I need to take care of that feeling in me. So instead of walking away, you can ask yourself what emotion you're trying to walk away from and take care of it in yourself. Where are you feeling it in your body? Breathe into it, acknowledge it, validate it, and then calm it and take care of it in some way. If you're a dismisser, you dismiss things, you say, that's not true. That never happened would be gaslighting, but that's not true. It's kind of dismissing, or it can get into gaslighting. But if you're a dismisser, you can accept and acknowledge what your partner's saying. Okay, just really realize that. Okay, I hear you saying this. I hear you, and you may not understand it, so you can just get curious about it, which kind of leads me into the next behavior, which is minimizing. Oh, that's not really a big deal. Come on, you're just being sensitive. That would be like a minimizing statement, but instead validating. So, oh my gosh, I could understand why you would feel that way. I mean, I know that you were hurt in your family in that way, and I could understand how you would take it that way. I'm sorry. So validating. And if you don't understand, validating is just expressing understanding. If you don't understand, just be curious and get more information and stay present. That's really what your partner wants from you. They want to know that you're there with them and for them. And deflecting is like just changing the subject, changing the topic. I do that a lot too. So notice when you do that, you're trying to jump to another topic because you're uncomfortable. There's something about that that's making you uncomfortable. So just kind of recognize that in your body again and take care of it. Okay, I'm feeling uncomfortable right now. Can I stay with this? Is it too much, or can I stay with it? And can I stay with my partner? Or do I need to take a minute and just take care of myself and come back? And then I can say that to my partner. I just need a minute. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Just give me a minute. I want to figure out what's going on with myself, and I promise you I will come back and we can talk about this. So I think I have toothpaste on my face. Okay. And the last one is gaslighting. Recognize your partner may have a different perspective than you, and that doesn't make you bad or shameful. Okay. So I think gaslighting comes from shame. And the reason that I say that is it happened to me with my mother. And so I've had that experience where I realize, where it comes from. It comes from like that person feels so shameful about that experience and bad about it that they cannot accept that that's real. And so if you are gaslighting your partner and saying that's not true, that didn't happen, just kind of recognize that behavior might come from a place of shame in you, and just let yourself know that your partner can have a different perspective than you, but that doesn't make you shameful or bad. And they can hear your perspective once you hear theirs. Once you calm down and you hear their perspective, it'll be easier for them to hear your perspective, and then they'll realize that you aren't bad and you aren't shameful. Okay, so now I'm going to do the the pursuer behaviors. So if you are a pursuer and you express a lot of criticism, change that to gratitude. Look for things to be grateful for from your partner. I guarantee you, if you're in the relationship and you want to be in this relationship and there are good things in this relationship, you'll be able to find them. I mean, if you can't find them, that tells you something about the relationship, and maybe you can ask yourself why you're even there. That's part of the other one, sorry. Nagging is when you say something over and over and over again and you just don't let it go. So say it once and then let it go. Blaming is a substitute for blaming behavior is you can take responsibility for your own feelings and triggers. So you're most likely, if you're blaming, you're trying to blame something on your partner for the way that you are feeling. So take responsibility for your own triggers and your own feelings, and then you can calm those down, and then you can express something to your partner in a better way. And you're not in that emotional place where your emotions and your energy are being put on your partner, and they're going to walk away because it's too much. They feel like they're bad. So if you can take responsibility for your own triggers and your own emotions and take care of them, then you can talk to your partner in a more calm way and ask them to meet your need, because that's probably what it is. There's a need that they're not meeting. So ask them to meet that need once you figure out what it is. And then problem finding, look for positives in your relationship and really try to say them. So not just gratitude, but oh, that's cool. I like that. I like when you do that. That's really nice. And tell your partner that. So there's probably more pursuer behaviors, but that's what I had for pursuer behaviors. So hopefully that will help, and you can start creating good cycles of communication in your couple and experiencing good things. This works because I've done it. I've helped other couples do it, and I've done it in my own relationship, so I know it works.